Mr. Boo.
Hey everybody, it is I, Mr. Boo Entertainment Guru, your Mr. Boo, your entertainment guru on your YouTube. And if you see that I've erased my background and put myself into Gotham, that is right. We are talking about Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. Now, I haven't streamed this really since I beat it and then Season 1 came out, and I was like, well, let me show you guys the Joker, and I still don't have him because you have to level up so much to unlock him or pay $10. So we know the issues. If you play this game or you've even heard about it remotely or, heard the whispers, the rumors, the truths, the facts, the thoughts, the comments, if you've heard anything about it, this game is in the gutter. It is circling the drain. It was a massive dumpster fire, and it is underselling. There was a little spike at Season 1 and a little spike with Season 2 coming. But when is Season 2 coming? Because here it is, July 11th. And 2 days ago, IGN reported that it would be delayed till the 25th of July. So 2 days before its release, only 2 days before its release, we're having problems again like we had when the game was in development. It got pushed back. The DLC, go figure, 2 days before its release, which was supposed to be today, is now pushed back to July 25th. Now, I feel I'm gonna start talking about my thumbnail with the censorship and the Mrs. Freeze and what I think about this game again in general and the DLC and the company and everything else. Why I think it got pushed back is, well, the team has decided that this is it. We're only getting year one. We're only getting 4 DLC, which no one's really... Do we really care about Miss Freeze? Which I'll get into. And then Floyd Lawton's daughter? I mean... what about... I don't know. Cheetah. Or Poison Ivy. Or... Well, Poison Ivy's in the game, this little girl. But make her playable. There's several other, women out there. Catwoman, for crying out loud. Is she really going to play that much different from Deadshot? We'll find out. And then we finally get the one last off, which is Deathstroke, which could potentially spike the game back up if they do things right. Because everybody loves Deathstroke. Slade Wilson, who is the Wade Wilson of DC. He is the Deadpool, technically, kind of character, the guns, swords, of the DC universe. He is the DC version to the Marvel version. But Slade Wilson, Deathstroke, he's about the only other one we're excited for. We were excited for the Joker, and then he kind of got locked behind a paywall and a hidden mysterious season pass. What was all that about? And apparently the story wasn't that great. And again, let's just get into it. Okay, so it got pushed back, and I think it's because the developers basically were like, here, you 12 to 20 people, you 10, 20 people, 12, 24, possibly 30 people, you stay here, we're moving on to another game. So we have a skeleton crew of people bringing us the only DLC that we're getting. We will not be getting a year 2. And this ultimately started a while back because I watched a video that someone else posted here on YouTube. I didn't know the main 2 people behind this, just pretty much were like, well, it's a crapshoot. The dumpster has been lit, and the good old proverbial turd is circling the dang drain. We're just going to go hit that old dusty trail, and on that old dusty trail, we're going to set up shop in a new studio. Bye. Good luck. You deal with the fans. You deal with the hate, the anger, the comments. You try to fix it. And instead of trying to fix it, they ended it. This is it. We're only getting 4 DLCs. We're only getting 1 year of content in a live service game that was supposed to go, I don't know, multiple years, multiple DLC every season until it just ended. But it already ended. And to me, I know the 2 guys left, and that is wrong. I'm sorry, you guys were wrong. You should go down with the ship. You should be the band in Titanic playing. Heck, you should be trying to save a potential game that could spike back up and actually start earning money. Look at Battlefield 2042, and EA is a prime example. They shut down Warfighter, which was one of the best Medal of Honor games, before anything really had a chance to get going because there was low player count and low sales and blah, 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 blah. Well, they did the same thing to Hardline, but they hung in there, they stuck with it. Battlefield 2042 has a player base, it's making money again, it's being played again. Like, it was pretty much buried, and they brought it back, they zapped it, they Frankensteined it back to life, and the player base came back. And I'm not saying it's like up here, but it's not down here anymore. It's right here. So like you're making a profit again. You're making money. This is what you could have done with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. So I'm hoping that this little group of people, if things start to spike, can get a crew even bigger together and keep this game going. The reason I think it's failing, just to run through everything so far, is the reskins. Everything's reskins, everything's the same. You get a little story in there and a new playable character, but everything feels the same. Traversal is the only thing that's different between the characters. The shooting and the looting is all the same. The incursions are the same. The map's the same. It's just sprinkle a little Joker here. Make it wintertime for Miss Freeze. And speaking of Miss Freeze, we're going to talk Miss Freeze. Who wanted this? I like the idea. I'm not going to say I don't like the idea because of the whole thing of like Elseworlds and different, timelines and everything. Okay, cool. Different dimension. That's awesome. But it could have been another Victor. It could have been another woman completely. Like Cheetah, Catwoman. If you wanted to go with Ice, it could have been Killer Frost. Or, if you wanted it to be gender swapped, you could have made it Nora Freeze and had her husband to be the one that was dying. Have Mr. Freeze be the one with the disease in that timeline. Have it swapped to where Nora Freeze was Miss Freeze. And the design. The design is terrible, and everything's reskinned again. The weapons, reskinned. The map, reskinned. The boss fights, reskinned. How many times am I going to say reskinned? Because again, incursions are probably going to be the same, just reskinned. This is where you failed as a live service. This is where you failed, is each season should be something different. Now, I know you got story content and a playable character that goes with the story content, but the story content needs to be banging. It needs to be good. It needs to be like how, using the example the guy used, and I hate Souls-like games, but he used Elden Rings as a basis for what games should be. You got to a certain point, you got to the tree, you beat the boss, and you're like, that was cool, that was a great game, and then, oh wait, there's more! Oh my god, there's more, there's so much more. That's an example of a good game. Heck, I'm so far behind on my Assassin's Creed, beat Odyssey, and I started playing, I was like, I'm not going to play the DLCs. I'm not, I can look it up, or blah, blah, blah. Well, I had the DLCs, and I wanted to get my money's worth, and I got hooked on the DLCs. Heck, one of them was more Assassin's Creed than Assassin's Creed even knew it could be in a long time. That's what you need. You need to be like, here's my game, and then here's plus, 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 plus. You need to walk up the steps, not tumble down at breaking every single bone on the way down. Guys, and I've said this from the beginning, and I'm hoping some of you viewers, agree with me here. All it would take is giving us some new incursion stuff, some new gameplay, some new missions, better story, maybe expand upon the story, because I thought the story was really good. I thought it was good. It wasn't great, and it wasn't spectacular, but it was good, and it held my interest, and then I'm like, well, what's next? And I haven't even gotten to experience Joker Part 1 or 2, because I still am grinding to get in with working full-time and streaming on Twitch, and putting videos on YouTube, and doing shorts on both YouTube and TikTok, and working a full-time job. I just ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. They failed. And now, instead of picking up the pieces and doing what me as a father does and super glue everything that the cats break. They're just walking away, just like the 2 leaders walked away. That's not good. And then, the season pass, the outfits, they don't even look good anymore. None of the outfits have ever really looked good in my book, and it's such a grind on that battle pass. Such a grind on the battle pass that was hidden away that it's like, ooh, you got to be level 50 whatever or 35 to get the Joker. That's all hidden away, and the whole game needs a makeover. It needs a remodel. It just needs redone, redid, and redistributed to us as like a new improved product. And instead, they're just see ya, and that's not fair. And the only good part I think about season 2, because it's not Miss Freeze and it's not the reskins, and I'm pretty sure it's not even going to be the story around Miss Freeze, but we're finally getting an outfit from a Arkham game. We're finally getting, and of course it'll be a store item, so cha-ching, pay that money, but we're getting Harley Quinn's Arkham Knight outfit. Kinda sorta, which I don't really care. Who cares? But I have to talk about it because, it's not exactly the outfit because it's been edited. It's been censored. 2024, everybody. Sensitivity. But you're going to have to pay for it. They altered it and they're still going to want you to pay for it. And that's like us as fans. Why was this not there in the beginning? Like, where's Joker's, iconic outfit? Or they showed an outfit for Miss Freeze, and it looks like crap on the battle pass or in the store or whatever it came from. Why not give her the iconic suit from the Arkham series, Mr. Freeze's iconic suit? Where are these suits? Maybe give like a Bane outfit to King Shark. I don't even know. But at this point, I think everything's a little too late because they've given up. It's not ever too little too late. You never say never. They said never. And this is terrible. It's so terrible that 2 days before it was released, which was supposed to be today, pushed back to the end of the month. So I don't know what to expect, but I do. Reskins, a playable character nobody wanted or we were somewhat interested in, but we're not really sure how she's going to play. Apparently she has an ice surfing kind of thing, like the guy on The Incredibles. Where's my super suit? His suit looked better than hers. So her design is terrible. The story is probably going to be terrible because you could have went so many other ways with Killer Frost or Nora Freeze to make a Miss Freeze and make it make sense. And you could have gave her a way better suit, way better hairstyle, way better design. It was like the 2 leaders walked away and everyone else was like, well, I give up. And who knows? Maybe they made AI Maker. I don't know. But Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, July 25th, Miss Freeze comes out. I'm apparently thinking that I'm going to try to unlock the Joker, get through his story, and then find out what kind of grind it's going to be just to play as this weird gender-swapped version of Miss Freeze. Or Mr. Freeze, which is Miss Freeze. But it so could have been Nora Freeze or Killer Frost. If you wanted a woman, you had plenty to choose from, and if you wanted a gender swap, you could have still had Victor in there, make him the sick one, and make Nora trying to save him, or maybe in their universe, Batman goes ape crap crazy, and maybe killed him, and she took up the mantle, of Mr. Freeze, or Mrs. Freeze. It's I don't know. And we should have had Arkham outfits before. Censored or not, we should have had them there. And the last thing I'm going to say on that is it's a mature rated game. So I don't know where the censorship came from, but at least we're getting it. But it's not free. It's not on the Battle Pass. It looks like it's going to be a store item. So just like Mortal Kombat 11 or 12 or whatever the heck the newest one was, they're going to make you pay for all the cool outfits. And again, that's not fair. And that's a WB game too. WB another round. What the hell is with you guys being like, oh, here's the iconic Scorpion suit for $15. it's a live service. We're already putting in our time and our money and our effort. Give us the suits we want from the series that we loved. And instead of trying to save that series that we love with trying to save this last installment here, they just all are walking away. But they're walking away with us having to pay. And that's really bad because, see, they got to cut their losses. They got to try to make the money somewhere. So, of course, let's throw Harley Quinn's iconic suit everyone's been asking for. And, ooh, maybe the Jokers will be there next. And, you know, who knows? But I've rambled long enough. I like the game. I still want to play it, and I still have hope for at least these 4 DLCs. A smidgen of hope. But it's there. If I can unlock her, I might stream some stuff. I might do a video on her. But hey, we're supposed to be playing today. But we will be playing July 25th because, as I said, IGN reported two days ago, 2 days before release, that it was pushed back. So this game has problems, has had problems. Developmental hell, and now post-launch hell continues. So, I always thought Gotham was probably closer to hell than Metropolis, but Metropolis is probably on the ninth level of it with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. But we'll see. I definitely want to try that because it's what I've seen. Joker's is kind of cool with the umbrella because I haven't grinded it out or paid the $10. But it sounds like Miss Freeze's traversal will be great. But everything else is going to be literally the same. Copy, paste, repeat, reskin, redo, re-everything without actually changing a damn thing. So I've been Mr. Boo Entertainment Guru, and I could go on about this for hours just telling you how disappointed I am. But hey, maybe I'll do that in another video about the whole video game industry. And until then, I'll see you next time. I'm out.